Welcome back, guys, to LBS Responds To episode number 65. So just like I said yesterday in the comments of the last video, I definitely apologize for getting this video out a day late. The past couple days I've been kind of trying to fix my sleep schedule a little bit. For a while there, like 2 weeks there, I was pretty much completely nocturnal, working from like 8 p.m. to like 8 in the morning. Then, going to bed until like 7 p.m., showering, eating something, and then just rinse and repeat. So, kind of wanted to fix that a little bit. I kind of naturally did. I kept on staying up a little bit later than the night before, and as of now, pretty much back on track. Pretty tired even right now as I'm filming this, but of course have to get it out. So, yeah, let's get into the questions, guys. So, starting off, guys, with the first question we have from Captain Rex Fan. He says, who's your favorite Star Wars character? Very simple for that answer for me. Anakin Skywalker will always probably be my favorite Star Wars character as a whole. Moving on, guys, to Xander Beats. He says, what LEGO Star Wars set had the most enjoyable building experience for you? And that's a toss-up between the UCS TIE Fighter and the Tantive from 2019. Both those are pretty much the largest Star Wars sets I've built in recent years. I've got a lot of sealed UCS sets and sealed bigger sets, but I believe actually the Tantive has the more pieces out of the two. Yeah, so basically both those times, again, just the most enjoyable experience is that I'm just kind of chilling, sitting around for a couple hours. The TIE Fighter was back. I built that back in like 2016 summer, I think, and just listening to like some podcasts, some live streams and stuff like that, and like really just kind of enjoying myself. It was like a nice summer night, like in like July or whatever. The Tantive was back in April, I believe, of 2020, and that was also just another one, enjoyable time, a couple hours just kind of relaxing, doing my own thing, at night, it was kind of a nice night, and yeah, so I guess probably between both of those, probably the TIE Fighter, honestly, just because like 4 years ago, I didn't have all that much to worry about. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was enjoying myself, but like I didn't have like a whole bunch of stress of other stuff on top of me on like the Tantive stuff after going through everything I did. It was relaxing, but like I still had stuff going on throughout my mind, I guess. But probably the TIE Fighter, then the UCS one. Moving on, guys, to Ben Bricks. He says, what was your first ever mock, your least favorite mock, and then the favorite mock that you made? My first ever mock was actually I have a few pictures of it. I'll try to find it. I'm not too sure, like, my first official one, but I definitely have one that I'm pretty sure is pretty close to being the first one. If I can find the picture, I can I'll put it up on the screen. But pretty much it was just using, like, a green base plate, then, like, an old, like, vintage, like, road plate, and pretty much just putting every piece I had and every minifigure I had, on there and try to make a little battle out of it. But from what I remember, that's probably the first mock I officially made, back in the day. And then my least favorite mock I've made, probably just that one I recently made, the one on Jeddah, I guess. I don't even know what I call that, honestly. That mock was pretty, like I said, I just wanted to get something out before the end of December, since, the past couple of years I was doing, mocks in December, and definitely didn't really turn out all that cool. I mean, it turned out all right, but again, like, just for me, like I said in the video, again, like, seeing that same layout for, like, the 5th time in, like, 5 years, like, it's getting pretty old even for me. I know a lot of you guys, we're getting sick of it too, but probably my least favorite work I've done, or try to, pass off as good on my channel at least. And my favorite mock I've made, honestly, that's tough, man. I mean, all my mocks I'm very proud of. At the end of the day, the Naboo mock, of course, was the largest mock. 3 6-foot tables. So I think that was overall probably my favorite, is in like just what I could do with it. But overall, probably appearance-wise, probably that Nexus mock, man. That Nexus mock from 2015 was insane as well. Like, looking back, again, I don't know how I built that stuff 5 years ago, and I don't even know how to put like 2 1x2 plates together anymore, I feel like. But yeah, mock's coming soon, guys. Like I said, I really want to get into it. I just have to sort my collection. I know that's a poor excuse, but I'm just being honest. Like I said, I'm working out here and there, knocking out a few hours of it every day. So like I said, hopefully soon, mock's coming again. Moving on, guys, to Amax Power. He says, do you think we are going to get a new Empire ASD in the future? I definitely would think so. Pretty much it's one of those sets that, LEGO does make quite a few remakes of it, whether or not they come in a set or an official remake. There has been quite a few ATSDs over the years, so I definitely think at some point, especially like maybe like in an MBS, Endor, set, like Endor Village or Ewok Village. I definitely think an ATSD would probably be in there. Probably a smaller scale, of course, not like the one from Rogue One, but I definitely think we'll probably get an ATSD in there. If not, its own little set, whether it's a 4+ one, I definitely think we'll get an ATSD very soon here in the next couple of years. Probably not 2021, of course. Probably not 2022. But definitely, onwards pretty soon in the near future. But actually, I don't think the older ones really go for all that much, right? I think the 2017 one isn't that much on the aftermarket. So if you're really looking for one right now, I think some of the older ones are definitely not too bad to get, even nowadays in 2021. Then guys, we got Toby McGuire here. He says, I bought 2 ATSC Raiders. I plan to sell one of them. How should I go about selling it once it retires? So to maximize your money, if you really want to be that guy, and again, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, it's completely legal and everything. It would be probably Amazon.com. I don't know the sell-through rate on that, really. I don't understand, like, I understand there's a lot of people going through Amazon, like parents and stuff like that like, don't know about Bricklink, don't trust eBay, and they don't even know that they're paying, an extra $100 for it on Amazon. But, so I guess, I hate to say it, but like if you're just looking to sell one of them, I mean, it is kind of a hassle to sell through Amazon, especially for only one thing. But Amazon, you definitely would get a premium for it, since like I said, there's a lot of unknowing buyers on there that just kind of pay whatever Amazon says, even if it's marked up 100%. But other than that, I mean, Bricklink or eBay, would be your best bet. I mean, very easy to list. Just make an account and you list it. You don't have to ship it anywhere. You ship it from your house. eBay. From what I've seen, I mean, the fees are pretty high on eBay, honestly. I mean, like I said, I mean, on something like that, I mean, if you're selling for like $100, $80, whatever it's going to be, I mean, it's not going to be crazy. Probably expect like $10 in fees, PayPal and eBay. And Bricklink about the same, so about, $5 to $10 on that. But I think out of those, I mean, eBay, again, will catch you maybe a little bit more of a premium, like, a couple extra, dollars here and there. But Bricklink is also not a bad idea either. But either one of those, should be probably your safest bet. Then, guys, we have TJ Does YouTube in all capitals. He says, ask LBS, do you think LEGO will ever make a Ghost remake? I have the old one, but would like a better remake. And quickly, I think the old Ghost actually is pretty fantastic, man. Like, if you look back at it, man, 2014, I've got it right over there. And actually, I've been watching Rebels, as you guys would probably know. I'm on like season 4, episode like 4 now, pretty much rewatching all of it. I absolutely love it. Rebels is a fantastic show, actually. I don't know why I didn't think that, 5 years ago, but I think the Ghost it's like 100% accurate. Like, I wouldn't change anything about that. Like, honestly, like, even the figures back in the day, and for the $80, like, that's a beautiful set. Like, I love how, it can hold the Phantom on the back and everything, both of the Phantoms, either one at different times. But, yeah, so is it a remake? Here's the thing. It's tough to call, if they're going to remake it, since it's not like it's a Legend set. It's a canon vehicle. It was in Rebels. I mean, it was in Rogue One too, briefly, right? I think they, kind of, put like a little Easter egg of it in there. So I have a feeling we will see that ship again in the future. Whether or not they make a sequel to the Rebel series, I don't think that's going to go through yet anymore, right? I'm pretty sure that was a rumor, but I think someone kind of like debunked it or whatever. But I definitely think at some point we will get one, of course, because like I said, it's not a Legends vehicle. It's still canon, so at some point, LEGO will probably have to remake it. Whether or not it's a full-scale set, probably not UCS. I mean, the worst comes to worst, probably a 4+ junior set, but I gotta say, I would give it probably in the next 6 years if I had to put money on it right now. I'd say by like 2027 winter, probably. I'd say by then we're probably gonna have another form of the Ghost, out on the market. Next up, guys, we have Jawa. A very quick question. He just asked, what are your thoughts on LEGO with Fortnite possibly doing a crossover? I've only ever played like one game of Fortnite. I don't like it. I don't care for it. So that's something I would not buy any of. Like, I would not even like care to even make any type of content on that. So my quick thoughts, I could care less, but I know a lot of people do care about it. Like I said, I'm not hating on them either, but just my personal opinion. My thoughts is I really could care less if they do a crossover, but there's that. Next up, guys, we have Robbie Merlo1. He says, when do you think the 501st Battle Pack will retire? And the quick answer to that is probably within about 2 years. I mean, that's like the safe bet. So, like, came out August 2020. So, more than likely by the end of 2022, it's going to be off shelves, like if it, has like a regular, cycle. But there's a lot of rumors, of course. Some people are saying it could be like the Death Star, be around on shelves for 4 or 5 years, which I could definitely see that. I mean, it's not, out of the blue that, that a set like that could be on shelves for a longer time, since, to maximize sales and stuff, since, the 501st Battle Packs probably not ever going to go out of style. I mean, I don't really see it going out of style. That's why I personally, I mean, as much as people are saying this could be a bad investment in the future, I don't understand how people are saying that. Like, you paid $24 for it now, and like I said, any of these sets, 10 years down the line, the sets are going to be retired. And sure, I mean, everyone's going to have the same idea of, buying them to, resell and make a little bit of money and invest in them. But at the end of the day, look, again, when the market settles and everyone keeps on selling lower and lower, and they're getting rid of the main supply, for the demand, And once, you know, once it goes from 500 sellers to only 100 sellers having it, those 100 sellers have a lot more opportunity to ask a premium price. You know, there's less of them on the market to sell, since when people buy them for that premium price, more than likely they're meaning to keep it for themselves. You know, they're not going to, you know, pay a resale price just to then try to resell it again. You get what I'm saying? Like, they might keep it sealed, but, you know, that's also, you know, their long-term investment then, you know, which they're not going to, you know, come back into the market for another couple of years probably. So I think the 501st Battle Pack, when it does retire, I definitely recommend picking up a few before it does. Even at retail, you can't go wrong with it. But I kind of answered a whole different kind of topic there. But overall, safe to say December 2022 if I had to put money on it. Actually, I'm pretty sure Toby McGuire here has another question. He says, do you ever think LEGO will go back to the old Battle Pack style? I'd say so at some point, yeah. It's just one of those things. Whether or not they do it exactly the same or not, I have a feeling we're going to go back to 4 figures at some point, but whether or not it's going to be 15 bucks, I don't know. You know what I mean? It could be 18 bucks, it could be 17 bucks. It's just, it's hard to say at this point, you know, since they did skip a whole year, if they are going back to the exact style. But I definitely think we will get a little different of a Battle Pack style at some point that's not 30 and not how they were at the, you know, the older ones. But yeah, there's my thoughts on that. So guys, we have a Zedril Smolder. He says, what places and countries would you like to visit in the future? Off the docket, I mean, I've got Canada's one I want to visit. Australia's another fun one I want to visit. And then that's pretty much out of the country ones that are like my main ones right now, Canada and Australia. Other than that, in the U.S., I mean, pretty much eventually just kind of go to all the states and like kind of stay in them. I've been to like, what I say, like 15 or 16 already, and like I actually stayed there. But eventually, of course, all, you know, every single state I wouldn't mind spending a few nights in and kind of just chilling around and enjoying that. But yeah, there's that. Then actually another question from Zedril Smolders. He's asked this for a few weeks now. I keep on seeing it, but I keep on like just glossing over it since it's kind of a longer paragraphed question. But to kind of rephrase it, he pretty much says if I think the new Vader meditation chamber is going to be a convention exclusive. Yeah, so pretty much I wouldn't say so. I don't think so. I don't think it would be on that rumor list this early. And you know, be kind of like a real set number and like fall right into place there if it is going to be convention exclusive. It might be limited to a retailer exclusive. That's what it could be. I think some people are saying it could be a Target exclusive, of course. But I don't think it's going to have the title of, you know, convention exclusive like SDCC or, you know, Star Wars Celebration. I think, if anything, it might be a retailer exclusive, which at that point, I understand, you know, a few of these other countries aren't going to be able to get it, but there's that. I mean, there's my quick thoughts. And yeah, like I said, sorry for, you know, kind of not really ignoring it, but I just keep on kind of glossing over it because I kind of forget it's even a question since I'm not really used to reading those super long questions, you know. But yeah, there's that. Next up, guys, we got Baron the Bear. My question, and again, this is a huge question right here. Believe me, I read it, man. But pretty much to rephrase it, pretty much my predictions about how LEGO is going to kind of work into the economy. If the economy, you know, does kind of, you know, take a fall here, take a hit, you know, due to all this COVID stuff over the next couple of years. If, you know, we're, you know, dealing with this for, you know, 3, 4, 5 years to come. Pretty much how I think LEGO will survive as a company, kind of what they're going to do. So I think worst comes to worst, if LEGO really does have a hard time doing it, which I don't think they will, since at this point, I mean, their sales are still pretty much the same. I mean, you know, as long as LEGO can keep on producing sets, you know, as much as they can keep on selling, they're not going to be hurting, you know, money-wise and revenue-wise, as long as they can just keep everything up like that. I mean, they were having a little bit of trouble like that in 2020, but I think if anything, worse comes to worse, what LEGO might have to do and change a little bit just so they can like secure money and make sure that they know they're going to make the money is kind of like, you know, kind of like how they did earlier this year and kind of just do like, you know, remakes of sets, you know, smaller sets, you know, sets that they pretty much know will sell to the average consumer and pretty much take no risk with sets. So I think if this continues to be something and if they're actually struggling, I think that's probably what they would do. You know, definitely not the end of the world if they do that. Us as fans would definitely get a little frustrated with that, but you know, whatever. I don't see LEGO going anywhere as a company. I really don't. Again, it's one of those things you can do it from your own home. You know, you can order LEGO through online, you know, in person. Like, you have tons of means of getting it. Again, and like LEGO's one of those things. I think it's timeless. I think at the end of the day, like, at no point, like even 100 years down the line, I don't think anyone's gonna want to like, you know, just like hover their hands or something and like build like a CGI Lego set. You go inside. I think like the luxury of always having it in person and having the actual model to display and, you know, putting the actual parts together will always be a you know, a timeless luxury. So I don't think LEGO's going to be going anywhere as a company. I agree they might have to be changing some stuff, but that's kind of what I think they would change if they had to. And that's pretty much all, guys, for this week of LBS Responds To. Like I said, I'm actually pretty tired right now. Again, I think some of this commentary in this video was pretty bad. I had to do a lot of cutting, or I guess I haven't edited yet, but I kind of messed up up a whole bunch. Again, I'm getting pretty tired right now, so I had to film this right now so I can edit it in the morning and get it up for tomorrow, you know, on Wednesday, or actually on Thursday, my bad. But yeah, leave your questions down below. Like I said, thanks for all the support. These episodes have been going crazy the past couple times, so like I said, I can't get to everyone's questions, but just keep on asking them. And again, you know, kind of, you know, again, if it's a question I answer a lot, you know, I probably won't answer yours again. You know, if it's something I, you know, answer pretty much like every other episode. But yeah, definitely just try to leave unique questions, and like I said, I'll try to get to them best I can. I like to, you know, keep these to about 10 minutes. I'm pretty sure this one's going on longer, but yeah, that's pretty much all, guys. I'll see you guys all next week, and hopefully I won't be as tired, and hopefully the commentary will be better. So I'll see you guys all then. Stay safe. Love you guys all. See you guys then. Bye, guys.